The neighbor threatened to call the police because of the noise, but the new owner upstairs stayed completely calm and said, "I'm working legally in my own house with my own money." Hearing this, she felt humiliated on the spot. Furious, she decided to turn the entire building against him. She started shouting, "He's broken a wall. The whole building is in danger." Without knowing the truth, people began to support her, and together they all went to the management office. But there, the manager took out the building plan and made it clear that the wall being demolished was not load-bearing. Everything was being done according to the rules. Even then, the woman refused to accept it. Instead, she started accusing the management, saying, "You people are supporting him after taking money." Then she demanded, "Call the previous owner. That woman will answer everything." At that moment, the manager dropped another shock. "She has sold the flat and left. She doesn't live here anymore." Hearing this, everyone fell silent because they all knew how they had harassed that woman before. Just then, the former owner arrived and stood in front of her car. The neighbor ran up and shouted, "You sold this flat to him on purpose just to trouble me." The manager also tried to ask her for help, but she stayed calm and said, "That house is no longer mine." Then she gave a sharp reply in one line, "When my son was being abused, none of you stood by us." Hearing this, everyone went quiet. The neighbor got angry again, but this time no one supported her. Instead, people came downstairs and started blaming her. "You are the one who drove that mother and son away, and now you've brought someone even more difficult." Left alone, the neighbor angrily cursed everyone and then quietly called a relative for help. The next day, suddenly the noise from upstairs stopped. The tired residents felt relieved. "Looks like the woman finally won this time." The neighbor proudly said, "See, I'm the one who made him stop." People started praising her, and she began to see herself as a hero. But the truth was something else. When the former owner heard this news, she didn't panic at all. She simply smiled and said, "Now the real game begins." She revealed that the renovation was almost complete, and a drum class was about to start there. Soon, large drums and equipment were carried upstairs. The little relief people had quickly turned into fear. The neighbor rushed again, but this time the real trap was about to close. As soon as the room opened, it had turned into a drum class. The teacher happily began the first lesson, and the very next second, loud drum beats echoed throughout the entire building. The people who were just celebrating jumped in fear. The downstairs neighbor's sleep was shattered again. The quiet mother and son she had driven away had now been replaced by someone who would answer her in her own language. Meanwhile, the group chat once again flooded with complaints. Subscribe for next part.